big mega yachts anywhere. Crazy. That's a huge cliff there. I just didn't think the Bahamas were going to be this big. Like, oh, they were so flat. So it's awesome. We made it to our new anchorage, David Copperfield's private island. And it's beautiful. There's one other sailboat next to me, which is where we really wanted to be. But they had to have been here all night. It's 11:30 in the morning. So we cruised about 3.5 hours to get here. Our battery's up to only like 85% or so. We wanted it to be higher because now we're going to be here for 2 days, but that's okay. It seems nice. We're supposed to get a west wind, and so we hope that these islands over here are going to give us some protection from the winds. We are checking the anchor chain. It looks good. We left our anchorage. There's only one other boat there, so 2 boats so far. I'm sure there'll be more when we go back. And we came to this little spot here to fish, and Chuck caught a snapper on his first cast. I haven't gotten a hit yet, but it seems like a really nice place, and I love that there's nobody else around. And then over behind us is the David Copperfield musical statue that is in the water that people are snorkeling, and there's like tons of people over there, so we're not going to go over there today. We might go tomorrow. We wanted to fish today when the weather was nicer. First cast. Chuck got another fish on this island. We had one earlier, and before I could even get the camera out, a shark came along, and it was a snapper, and it ate it, so all he pulled in was the head. And since I didn't have the video on it, this looks like a shark. Oh, I see him!
It is a snapper. Holy mackerel.
A snapper!
Snapping.
Wow! He's huge!
It's a mutton too, I think.
Good job, honey. That's 2 snappers for you. I had 1 hit, but I suck at fishing in this shallow, rocky water because I get caught on the bottom. But I finally did get warm enough to take my jacket off because it is really chilly out here today. Chuck got another one. Ooh, good. Whoa! He's a wild one. Back to the sea fishing.
Look at that. We're going to the boat.
Cut him off. Or actually, he's hooked on the snapper too on his line. Uh-oh. Oh, there he is. I see him. Oh. We are back from our dinghy ride Chuck's cleaned the fish. He's making ceviche for tomorrow's lunch. And we were able to get an avocado and some oranges and limes at the grocery store the other day when the supply boat was in. They were out at the first grocery store, but after we ate lunch, we went over to the other grocery store, the pink store, and got a few things. It was $11.30 at the store for just a handful of things. It was crazy expensive. So this has been, I think, the perfect day so far. I don't want to jinx this, but it's been super nice. We had easy travels getting here. We did a lot of dinghy fishing and exploring, and I didn't do good catching, but I made some video I think is going to turn out really good. And now we're sitting here on the boat in the shade, which is chilly, so I had to go get my blanket. And we're watching the David Copperfield Island, and the guys are over there putting up this giant screen and hanging it from the palm trees. So we don't know if it's going to zoom in with this camera or not, but it's pretty phenomenal. The Insta360 doesn't work good in the dark, so I made a picture with my regular camera. So we'll try to see if Chuck can zoom in with the Insta360 during the daylight, and we'll see what kind of movie comes on tonight. That's kind of very cool. Oh yeah, it's Friday. Yeah, perfect. This is awesome. This is what you think of when you think of the
Bahamas. That's a big shark. Look.
What?
Look at the size of the shark. It's a hammerhead. Golly, he's a stud.
Okay, that's freaking me out.
Oh man, that's like a 9-footer. Don't go away.
I would freak if I was in the water with that thing.
He's right here.
Look, it's like the other night when
Yeah,
it
it's
hits
melting.
the horizon. It looks like it's melting.
But there are a little clouds. See, there's a little bit of cloud out there.
Yeah, there is. Oh, this has been such a great day. A perfect sunset, which is really top it off. Saturday, March the 11th, and we're at our beautiful anchorage from last night. The wind has picked up, which we knew it was going to, and so we were not able to go snorkel this morning because it's just too rough out. The wind's going to swing around more to the west and then eventually northwest and then clock all the way around as the front moves through. It's not as chilly today as yesterday yet anyway, but it's rocky. Chuck does have the sail up, as you can see behind us, and that's made a big difference. It makes it a lot more comfortable. The tide, it was super high tide, and it was up to the bottom of the docks over there at the David Copperfield Island, and it was hilarious. We watched the plane come in and went over, and they picked up the guests from the boat over there, and it was super rough when they were trying to get off at the dock at that little blue house. But we haven't really seen much of the people after that, but this is pretty much our day. Alright, so it's frustrating because people showed up to the island this morning. I mentioned that in my other video. And they put the jet skis out. And as you can see, there is nobody around us. But they are coming so close in the jet skis that they are spraying water through our doors and through our windows. And so Chuck called over and complained, and they said they would talk to the general manager. And now there's like 2 of them coming by doing the same thing. And I'm waving my arms, I'm flagging them down, I'm telling them to stay away, and they totally ignore me. So apparently some people have no common sense. It's Sunday morning and the time changed last night, so it's now a little bit, it's now almost 7:30 because of the time change springing forward. But it was a little rough last night a few times, but overall it worked out really good to be at this anchorage for the wind. Nice and calm right now. We're going to head out into the Gulf, try to troll the reef for the first time, and then we'll make it to Children's Bay for our anchorage for tonight. But we didn't get skunked! Yay! Yesterday after fishing. It was actually pretty late, maybe like 4:30, 5 o'clock. We did some snorkeling, the chain looked good, but so the anchor looked good, and we spent the night last night. It's been pretty windy. There was a sailboat in front of us, so we didn't get to park on the anchor symbol where we wanted to park, so we had to park back a little bit more, and I think we may be hitting the bottom, but we have a keel, so our prop should be fine. It feels like the tide's coming in. It's like ultimately low tide, but the tide started to come in, and I feel like we're starting to bob a little bit. We're going to move up. Hopefully the sailboat's not coming in to take the spot we were moving up to, and the sun came up. It's really beautiful. We saw the dog last night on the island. They just finally settled in the tree when they realized we were just fishing.
Due to the wind noise, I have to voice over this part. It was a really good day. We came back from fishing, had ceviche for lunch, took a nap, and then I read some of the Utah books that I have about the parks because we're planning a summer van adventure after our boat adventure ends. We had a snapper sandwich with potatoes au gratin for dinner and a pretty sunset, which ended a good day.
We made it, got gas, got into our slip, and we're tied up here probably for the next 5 days. Because it looks like the fronts are coming. And Chuck said even for 2 days after the 5 days, but at least it's light enough that we can, 4 days after we leave, but at least maybe we can leave here and get out to somewhere we can anchor up for a while. We want it to be nice so we can head into Georgetown, but everybody has to deal with the weather. So maybe after this it'll be the last. It feels like 4 or 5 fronts in a row. So maybe after this it'll be the last of it.
Day 20 at the marina was super windy. We spent the day doing chores. We were able to get one of the last rental cars reserved for use on Thursday and Friday. We washed the boat. We completed a lot of laundry. We met some new people, and we defrosted the fridge. Overall, it was not a fun day, but it was doing things that needed to be done. Due to the length of this week's video, we're going to end it one day early. So stay tuned next week as we head on day 21 with our rental car into Georgetown for another great day.